Yes, here we go. We are live. As soon as I figure out to take this down, yes, we are live. Welcome in. Wow, that lighting's bad from this hotel room. I'm trying to adjust that a little bit. Hello, Ramley and other NFL family. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're watching with me live right now or on the replay. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a couple of segments here. I want to interact with you, but as I see people are coming in here, let me just start with saying thank you so much to everyone who came by the Canada Team Canada watch party. That meant a lot to me, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to do that for the rest of Team Canada's game. Potentially the United States. I don't know if I can make the Friday game with work, but I'll try. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We are talking all Rams though tonight. That there is so much to talk about, and I'm going to start off with a couple of shout outs, and then we're going to get right into it here. Hello tribe, good to see you. We got Jax Gaming 77, always a pleasure. And of course, LA Rams in the house. What's happening, Ramley? Absolutely. Oh, you know what? I apologize. I'm on an impromptu work trip, so my only Rams memorabilia is my toque. So I'm gonna get that on there because we got to make sure that people know we're talking Rams. Hit that like button. Thanks for that reminder, friendly reminder, LA Rams. We're gonna start off, guys. Let's get into this here. Sean McVay's press conference today revealed a lot of information for Ram fans to pay attention to. And hey, Jarrett, I see you coming on in. Thanks for being here, man. But yeah, Sean McVay's press conference, very telling. Many of you have probably watched it. For those of you who haven't, we're going to just highlight a few things from it. And Rams staff writer Stu Jackson I felt like he did a great job in his quick hits from Sean McVay's press conference, and he talks about Stafford, Robinson, and Henderson and Holland. So I won't read through the whole thing, just a few things here. So Rams head coach had multiple updates from an injured and personnel standpoint Wednesday afternoon, covering the latest on Matthew Stafford, defensive tackle A'Shawn Robinson's status, plus the team's decision to waive running back Darrell Henderson and linebacker Justin Hollins. So let's start off here with Matthew Stafford, and we're going to talk more about Stafford in just a bit. But Matthew Stafford is officially in concussion protocol. There was some confusion around it. Sean McVay made it quite clear that we don't know if he has a concussion, but he's in concussion protocol. He's also ruled out for next Sunday's game against Kansas City with a neck issue. So those are two issues, both affecting Matthew Stafford, and we're hoping that Stafford, it heals well. Ultimately, we always got to remember the person outside of football. He's got a family, he's got friends, he's got loved ones. He's a great guy from what we've seen, and we're pulling for Stafford to come on the other side of this neck issue, but also concussion protocol as well. Hope he's okay. But it sounds like it is the right decision to rule him out this early in the week, not like last week where there's a bit of confusion up in the air and then he ended up practicing. So Stafford is going to be out this week, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, but McVay talked about how it's likely Bryce Perkins who's going to get the majority of first team's reps this week. Which I know a lot of Ram fans are excited about because Perkins is a more athletic, mobile quarterback, brings a different skill set than Stafford or John Wolford. McVay did say they're monitoring John Wolford's status throughout the week. He also has a neck injury, and the Rams did bring in a quarterback. I'm forgetting the name of. I apologize. But so it sounds like they've brought some extra help in here in case Wolford can't suit up as well. In talking about A'Shawn Robinson, he tore his meniscus, so he's going to miss the rest of the season. That sucks. I know a lot of people were cheering on Robinson. He logged 42 total tackles and 3 quarterback hits while starting each of Los Angeles' first 10 games. So that's losing another starter. Very, 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 very unfortunate. And hoping that Robinson also heals up well. McVay said, I got a lot of confidence in Marquise Copeland, a lot of confidence in Bobby Brown, a lot of confidence in Eric Henderson, their coach. The things that he's able to produce and the guys that have been thrown out there and do different things with. Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris said those guys will go out there and do their best. It's hard to fill a guy's shoes like Ashawn's with one guy, but you do it by committee. So that's kind of that's another just add to the laundry list of injuries for the Rams. This was probably the more interesting part. They didn't get into a ton of specifics about Henderson and Hollins, but according to head coach Sean McVay, the decision to waive Henderson and Hollins was a matter of doing what they felt was best for the team and both players moving forward, as well as their upcoming free agency next season. Both those guys are free agents and kind of being considerate to what's mostly the most likely step with those guys, McVay said, but appreciated of all their contributions. They were nothing but class with the way they handle that. Henderson recorded 7 carries for 283 yards and 3 touchdowns in 10 games, 7 starts with LA, also adding 17 receptions for 102 yards. He tallied 396 carries, 1,742 yards, and 13 touchdowns overall in his 50-game career with the Rams, 28 starts. And if we scroll down, Hollins registered 26 tackles, 3 quarterback hits, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and a fumble recovery while starting in 5 of the Rams' first 10 games. He also totaled 97 tackles. So I won't get into the stats of all that, but wishing Henderson and Hollins nothing but the best. Henderson did get picked up by the Jags today, and I believe Hollins got picked up by the Panthers. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Wishing both those players nothing but success in their respective new teams. And so this sounds like this was just making an off-season decision in season. For whatever reasons, the Rams felt this was the right thing to do. Henderson tweeting out that smiley face seemed like he was okay with it. And that's what kind of brought us to this point. So again, definitely sad to see guys like that go. You're hoping that they do well in their new places. And yes, thank you, TuneLink Man, Case Cookus. Yes, thank you for that. Well, clearly this adds to the drama that is the Rams season. That's just nothing going their way, and you're hoping that we can turn things around. I'm hopeful that we can maybe win 1 or 2 more games. We'll see. We'll get into the Chiefs game here, but I want to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and let's get to the chat. All right, here. Oh, let me just put my marker in. Let's get to the chat. All right. And I just put those in just so that I can clip that up later for those who can't watch the full show. Let's get to the chat here. So let's see here. We got Johnny in the house. He's predicting 62-3. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. Jared, despite injuries on Chiefs players, it's going to be tricky. Yeah, Hendo, no. That was a devastating loss from Canada. Yeah, hey, they're not out yet. Not out yet, right? Yeah, hello, TuneLink Man. Good to see you. I hear the Rams signed a court. Yes, we talked about him earlier. Case Cookus. Tribe. Peo, are you concerned about Stafford retirement rumors? I hope it's all due to nothing. Yeah, I am concerned about it. I am standing by. I don't believe we're going to hear anything about Stafford retiring this like in season. I think that there's a chance that he gets shut down for the year. That's in play for sure. But I don't think any decision will be made until the offseason about if Stafford feels he can't continue playing football. Definitely, like it's something you can speculate about. It'll get clicks. I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions personally, just because there are some health concerns there for sure. Hey, Niner Sickness, good to see you. I did not receive any gift that you sent me. um, Hendo is on the Jags. Yes, Case Cook. Yes, yeah. I've never heard his name until today, really. So we'll see. Hey, the Camper Report, another great content creators. I don't really feel bad about the Rams because a lot of fans were floating all year. No offense, Steve Feo. You're a great guy. Hey, Camper Report. No worries. No worries, man. And I'll be honest with you. I was on the NFC West Network last night, and the question was asked to the group. And those who don't watch the NFC Network, it's a really good time. Feel free to go subscribe to that channel. Every Tuesday night we have good talks, good times, and we went around and we all said who our least favorite team in the division was, and they all said the Rams. And to be honest, that warmed my heart. It warmed my heart that right now Cardinals fans, Niners fans, Seahawks don't really like the Rams. That warms my heart because for a large part of my life, people just didn't care about the Rams. And to be honest, you're kind of starting to see that again. And then these past 5 years under McVay, we've gone to 2 Super Bowls. We won one of them. They've been a competitive team. So people don't like it when you're a winner. And so it's good when other teams don't like you. Oh, funny. That's hilarious. Niner Sickness. Yeah. Gash was yeah, when the yeah. Oh man. Yeah, oh definitely. Yeah, there's gonna be some O-line changes next year for sure. They said Stafford has neck injury, and if it's final, there's probably going to be retire. Hey Bradley, how's it going? Have to retire because you won't be able to play if he gets hit and paralyzed. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's something to be concerned about for sure. Like I said, I'm not ready to jump to any conclusions, and it's something that you got to pay attention to as a fan for sure. This Rams team is great on paper, but the season has been bad. Yeah, well, and something I've said it before, I'll say it again. On paper is cool, but the game is not played on paper; it's played on a football field, and that's just the way it is. Drew Mix, first, it's good to see you. Good to see you as always. He's saying, OBJ might not come back. I don't think he's coming back with the way this team is. I think he's going to want to be a winner. And yeah, that's just the reality of it. I am caught up. Niners Sickness is bragging about his rings. All right, cool, man. You enjoy that. Yes, the next segment we're going to talk about here. Whew, this is a tough one. All right, we got to talk about the Rams' rest of season outlook. So we have a tough matchup coming up against the Chiefs, and I would love it, and we'll talk a little bit more about that next. But I just want to quickly go over the Rams' remaining schedule. So if clearly this season has not gone as the Rams would have hoped. So yeah, let me zoom in a bit here because sharing is caring. Make sure you guys can see it. Okay. If we go here, so we got the Chiefs. We're in Arrowhead next week, and I remember. Side note: I remember when the season came out, the schedule came out. I remember like complaining that this wasn't a primetime game. I am so glad this isn't a primetime game. Yeah, so we get to go into Arrowhead. We're a really banged up team. We've kind of been struggling with coaching. We've been struggling with offense. The defense has struggled to get turnovers. I'm okay. This isn't in prime time. However, I am going to still watch this, host a watch party for it, cheer on my Rams. I do believe in miracles. I believe in any given Sunday. I would love it if somehow the Rams pulled off what would be the biggest upset of the season in a lot of ways. That would be insane if the Rams somehow beat the Chiefs. What the Rams have going for them, there's not a lot of film on Bryce Perkins. We'd probably have to play ball hog, keep Mahomes on the sideline, play that game, win the field possession battle. But yeah, that is gonna be a tough one. But then we have the Seahawks, our first matchup at home in SoFi. I guess the optimism there is you never know with division rivals, but right now the Seahawks are definitely playing better football than what the Rams are. This game here, okay, the Raiders also have been playing bad football. And it's on a short week. We're at home. I think the Rams can get a win here. I really do. I think this is a winnable game for the Rams. I'm hoping. If we lose the Raiders, we're in more trouble than when we realize. Then we have to play on Monday Night Football. So we got back-to-back primetime games. And we're going to Green Bay. We're in Lambeau. Monday Night Football. The Packers have definitely underperformed, but they're on the list of disappointing teams. Raiders and Packers and Broncos. We play like all three right in a row, and the Rams are on that list also. So like, it's just essentially like the disappointment bowl against the next three, like these three opponents. I'm hoping we can beat the Packers. I kind of feel like it's going to be a closer game. With both offenses kind of struggling right now. We might get a little bit of snow there too, and I love me some snow football, so we'll see. Then the Broncos might be the most disappointing team of the year. I actually think this is our most winnable game of the year because we know how to play Russell Wilson pretty well, and he just does not look like the same guy we've seen before. But that's our final home game of the year on Christmas. I would love it if, as a Christmas gift, the Rams get a win there. Then I guess we technically have a away game in SoFi Stadium when we play the Chargers. Battle of LA. Again, a Sunday night primetime game. I don't know if this gets flexed out maybe. Clearly, when they made this schedule, they were expecting this to be a more high-profile game. I don't know if we can beat the Chargers right now. I mean, the Chargers do have a rep of losing games, and like if they keep blowing some games, maybe Staley's fired at some point. I don't know. So that's one to look out for sure. And then we finish off the year in Seattle. Who knows? Week 18, always tough to predict, but those are just some of my initial thoughts when I look at this here. I really hope we don't get swept by the Seahawks. I'd love to at least steal one from them. I would love it. I definitely want to beat the Raiders and the Broncos, and if we could somehow win in Lambeau, that would be really cool to do that there. But I don't know if this Rams team has the firepower right now to, especially if Stafford and Kupp are done for the year, to pull off some kind of winning streak in here. But we'll see. We will see. We will see. Well, and let's get back to your comments. All right, back to your comments here. Let's see here. Okay. OBJ was a Brown and a Giant, and they lost. Yeah. I heard secretly the Rams drafted another quarterback, but yet to see. Oh, okay. I love a good secret. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Appreciate that, Niners sickness. Again, American Thanksgiving is one day I'm always jealous of my American friends and family because I still have to go to work tomorrow. While you guys get to eat good food and enjoy football. 3-4 record for the last few games is what I see. Okay, I'm hoping that I'd be cool with that. Week 14, when the entire stadium is filled with Raiders fans. We'll see. We'll see. Chargers are also an injured team. Yep. Taylor Rapp is still underrated before the game versus the Saints. Rap is someone I want to do so well, but it's every now and then he just blows coverages. Yeah, I love the Rams, but if no Matthew Stafford or Cup, we lose and start. Yeah, you never know. They might still win, right? You never know. Every now and then in the NFL, you see a surprise win, and I think that would be really cool for the fan base. That would be really cool for the Rams as a team to get a surprise win and win a game that you're maybe not supposed to. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Yep. Need a running back, O line, and fullback is Ben. Ain't the fullback. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I really think the Rams are going to need some major roster construction this offseason. And that starts with just getting healthy first and foremost. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. I do want to talk about Matthew Stafford here. So Matthew Stafford is in concussion protocol, and the scary thing about this is kind of 2 weeks in a row the concussion conversation is around Stafford. The neck injury he has, that's also scary, and I guess I just want to talk. I want to have this honest conversation, and this is outside of football. Okay, this is Matthew Stafford as a human being. And I know a lot of people say that, but I actually want to talk about it. Is he's got a family, he's got a wife, he's got kids. If him playing football is a legitimate, higher risk than it would be, yesterday because of this neck injury or because of, a concussion, I want the Rams to shut him down for the year. I want him fully healthy. And if for some reason, and again, this is pure speculation, I do not know this. If for some reason Matthew Stafford and his wife decide that they need to stop playing, he needs to stop being quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams and he needs to hang it up, I won't hold it against him. I won't hold it against him. And I don't think most of the people that watch this channel would hold it against him. We'd be disappointed. We would miss him for sure because we love cheering him on. He's one 2 quarterbacks in our franchise history that won us a Super Bowl. It was, and he was a key part. He made some incredible plays last season to help win a Super Bowl, and no one will overtake that away from him. But it has to be said that these aren't your players in Madden. These are real life human beings, and there's no reason to get angry or mad when a player retires because of injury or because of circumstances that go outside of football, right? So, and again, like I said, I don't think we are going to hear anything about Stafford's retirement or not retirement until the offseason. I just think that it's something that will get clicks and we'll talk about, and you're going to see a lot of speculation in articles of reporters. I'm sure Mike Florio will love to talk up that narrative for sure, but the reality is Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback. When he's healthy and when he can have the team around him perform at a high level. And the reality is we couldn't protect him, right? And people will talk about Stafford's interceptions and things like that. The reality is the Rams struggled not on offense this year, not just because of Matthew Stafford's play, because of everybody's play. Running back struggled. Offensive line was constantly a rotating door this year. Besides Cooper Kupp, receivers were struggling to get open. Our coaching staff, including McVay and Liam Cohen, there's question marks about how they did, how they prepared this team to play, some of the play calling. this is not just a Matthew Stafford thing. So that's just all I have to say about that. I want to hear your comments, and please let me know what are your thoughts towards Stafford. But I don't think he's going to retire. But and I say that as a place as someone who cheers on Stafford, loves him as a guy, and as a football player, and I hope he's back with the Rams. But if he's not, I respect it. I know that he wouldn't leave because like unless it wasn't in the best interest of his family, and he's got the 4 daughters, he's got his wife, he's got a life outside of football. He's not your Madden quarterback that you can just put back in the game and play injured. All right, that gives the let's get back to your comments here. um let's see. You like the beer? Yeah. I would love to see if the Rams win, that Bradley, we're going nuts. We're going nuts. Prayers definitely for Stafford. Um, wait, who will be our quarterback if he leaves one day? We can't get Goff back. Yeah, yeah. No, that's a good speculation. And if that were to happen, do the Rams roll with Wolford and Perkins? I don't know. I don't know. That would be a question mark we'd have to ask for sure. I'm not ready to start speculating about that. I don't know that this free agent class of quarterback, and I'm sure there's always quarterback carousel and shuffles around each year. But yeah, I don't know who we would get. If it would be a veteran, or you try and get a rookie that falls in the draft. And it's fun to think about, but I'm hoping that Stafford's back and we don't need to worry about that. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. LA Rams. Yep. Darian Kendrick is so underrated. Yeah. Yeah, no. Hey, yeah, you know what? Thanks for bringing that up. DK has been a great part of this Rams team this year. This Rams secondary has really, as a whole, played pretty well as a unit. And Darian Kendrick is definitely a large part of that. Looking forward to having him as a stud for years to come, for sure. Stafford to work with Perkins. Perkins would be a great placement if he did. I'm hoping, and here's my thing. I love Perkins. I hope he gets to start on Sunday. I do. We've really only seen him in preseason, right? And preseason isn't regular season. So if Perkins comes in and balls out against the Chiefs, absolutely, like, put him in that conversation. And I love the thing I love about Bryce Perkins is this dude has worked his tail off his entire life for this opportunity. It's unfortunate the way that it came, but that's kind of the way it has to be when you're an undrafted quarterback, right? So I would love it if Bryce Perkins came and balled out, and we could see his development for sure. That would be phenomenal. So I'm cheering for it for sure, and it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting if the Rams coaching staff actually builds a game plan around Bryce Perkins, skill set. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Sad that, hey Michael, how's it going? He's saying that Darrell Henderson. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you. Like I wanted him to go to a contender. No offense to the Jaguars. I don't think they're there, and they got ATN. They just traded Ray Robinson, which I was kind of surprised when Darrell Henderson got picked up by the Jags. Little shocked. Yeah. Hey, Troy Hill has been another great, this again. Rams secondary is definitely a good spot. Well, thank you, Bradley. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm not doing no predictions for the Rams until they wait. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You lay your foot down, LA Rams. Lay it down. Yeah. Definitely. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't think Aaron Donald will go yet. I think I still lean on his retirement was a contract negotiation tactic last offseason. I think he's around for at least 2 more years. Hey, Sinjin, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Guys, I don't have any more specific segments or anything like that. You know what? I would love to hear from you guys if you have any questions or anything like that. Otherwise, I don't mind making a shorter show. I will just say that I still love this team. It's clearly last season was a lot of fun. This season, it's still been a lot of fun, but it's definitely been a harder season for the Rams. Just with all the injuries, you feel for the players, you feel for the coaches. As much as fans hate losing, I'm sure that the players and coaches hate it even more, right? 3 more years, yeah. Silver linings that Hendo is not on NFC West. Michael, great point. Great point. Yeah, I'm so glad he is not on any other NFC West team. I would not have wanted that. I was legit worried he was going to go to like the Cardinals or something or the Niners, but glad that didn't happen. David Long Jr., who, yeah. Steven, I love this. If Saudi Arabia can beat Argentina in the FIFA World Cup, the Rams can beat KC. Hey, let's ride. Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Sinjin. Glad you're here. What's the stat on Stafford, if you don't mind? Yeah, I don't mind. We've been talking about it. He is out versus Kansas City. He is in concussion protocol. We don't know if he has a concussion, but he's in concussion protocol. And then he also has a neck issue. And from my interpretation of Sean McVay's press conference, the neck issue is what is ruling him out for next game. And then the concussion protocol is separate, but that's kind of where it's at. But he's definitely out versus Kansas City because of the neck issue. And then a different issue is he is in concussion protocol, but we don't yet know if he has a concussion. Yeah, that's cool. We need him. Yeah. Hello. They're not hungry this year. Injuries are not. Strict Hydra. I still think that's a team that they're trying, but what they're trying isn't working. That's my opinion out there. I don't believe that we have a team that's going out there and quitting. I say that where there definitely has been times where you see them playing it safe and not really trying to win the game, where it's just like the game is out of hand and they're trying to get out of there healthy, which is discouraging to see, but I understand it. Greg Gaines went from a who to a great sacking player to same with Leonard Floyd. Yeah, Leonard Floyd, again, beginning of the season, I was a little disappointed with him, but the past couple of weeks, he's been balling out, and I definitely see him and Greg Gaines stepping up for sure. Sinjin, with Stafford, it's definitely going to be a day-to-day kind of thing. Who knows? He's definitely out this week. The next week, we'll see. And this is pure speculation again. There's a chance they do shut him down for the year. And if that's what's best for him, I'm not opposed to it. What if the Rams win all the way out? They will be 10-7. Okay, you know what? I love playing this game. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay, you know what? Let's play this game. Give me 1 sec. We'll do this for you, LA Rams. We're going to look at this. Let's see here. Here? Okay. The Rams playoffstatus.com. Give me a second. Okay. We're pulling this up. Here we go. We're looking at this. All right. I'll zoom in so you guys can see. Okay. So the Rams are currently so here's the Seahawks in the 7th seed 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We are currently the 14th seed. All right. We have a less than 1% chance of getting the first seed. We have a less than getting the 2, less than 1 for the 3, less than 1. You know what? All the way across the board here, there is less than 1%. Here we have a 1% chance of getting the 7th seed. There is a 99% chance we miss the playoffs altogether. So because we have, let's see here, we would technically have a tiebreaker over the Falcons. We would need a lot of teams in here to lose, and lose a lot. So again, for the Rams, even if they run the table, we would need the Cardinals, the Saints, the Packers, the Lions, the Falcons, the Commanders, and either the Seahawks, Giants, or Cowboys. Like a bunch of them have to lose out. There's very specific things that would need to happen for that to happen. But it's interesting to speculate. But if they ran the table and went 10-7, we might just miss the playoffs. But I guess technically there's a chance. So you tell me there's a chance. But yes, that would be a miracle. But it's fun to speculate. Yes, yeah. But hey, it's fun to talk about for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, enjoy cooking your dinner. Yep, awesome. Yeah, we need them to lose, and we have to. Yeah. It's fun to speculate, but realistically, it's not going to happen. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Bradley. Yeah, no, man, I love this group. We have a great community here at the Payo Time community for sure. Well, everyone, I think I might make it a shorter show tonight. I will clip a couple of those segments. I appreciate everyone who has been liking and subscribing and watching the content. It's been really cool to see. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know on the other side of this camera, you have a story. You have things you're going through, and I'm honored you would make me a minor character in your story today. So, yeah, I gotta hit the hammer, hit the bed, and I gotta get up for work early tomorrow morning. But blessings on you all, and let me do this with the Rams hat on here. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams.